12 rounds is going down with our body bars. Weak channel, stand with a bodyguard. Talk Nation, we got some breaking news. Mr. Catch a Body, Jaron Ennis is back at it. May 14th against Custio Clayton. Jaron Ennis, 28-0, undefeated with 26 knockouts, is back in the ring for the IBF eliminator. Check it out. This fight is going to be good. Why? Because Boots is hungry. And Custio Clayton, he knows the threat that he is facing in Jaron Ennis. So I'm pretty sure he has been working just like Boots has been working. So hopefully this fight will not end in the first round like Boots dropped Delorme twice in the first round, and then he got him up out of there 1 minute and 49 seconds into the first round, knocking him out. Hopefully this fight goes a little bit further, you know what I mean, just for the fans. Now, as I said, Jaron Ennis, he agreed to a multi-fight deal with Showtime. Now, as many as at least 3 of these upcoming fights are going to be televised on Showtime in 2022. That's the big thing. So Boots is going to be working, man. After this fight, he's going to be fighting at least 2 more times in 2022. Who? Naturally, we don't know yet. PBC has also been in agreement with Showtime for the past 4 years. Now, Showtime has also hosted Jaron Ennis' last 9 fights. And his last 2 opponents have been PBC fighters, which was Lipinets and Delorme, both PBC fighters. And although Boots isn't signed to the PBC, naturally the PBC is giving him some work. So maybe they trying to get Jaron Ennis to come on the PBC side of things, but for whatever reason, Jaron Ennis still has not signed legitimately to the PBC. But Espinoza, Showtime, they know the talent that Jaron Ennis has. They know the potential, earning potential also, that can be generated from Jaron Ennis, because he is pretty much the biggest young fighter in boxing right now at the age of 24, coming out of the fighting city of Philadelphia. Jaron Ennis is the next one. Just got finished talking about this, just got finished doing the video. Jaron Ennis and Virgil Ortiz are the next ones. Also, this is some double breaking news. Virgil Ortiz has just pulled out of the McKinson fight. Reportedly, he was having weight issues. If you pull out of the fight, and the fight is, this is fight week, they supposed to fight this weekend, and now you pulling out the fight, if there is a legitimate reason, it shouldn't be any speculation. Nothing should be speculative at this point of the fight. Literally, you're days away from the fight. If something happens that make you have to pull out of the fight, it shouldn't be multiple reasons. You hurt. If you're sick, you're sick. You couldn't cut weight, you couldn't cut weight. So something was wrong, you know what I mean? Could it be that Virgil Ortiz was possibly taking McKinson lightly? They probably saw some footage and seen this dude was working. You can't play boxing, especially when you got titles on the line, you got money on the line, you got reputation on the line, you have rankings on the line. If you play around, you can get hurt in the ring. You know what I'm saying? I mean, people die in the ring. And God forgive me, man, but I just forgot the name of the fighter who just recently passed away due to the contact and blows that he sustained in his last fight. Like, you can die in the ring, man. You know what I'm saying? You punching somebody in the face with everything you got. And if you are a trained fighter, if you have trained in any kind of way, like I boxed, I did martial arts, also was trained in the military. So if it's one thing I know how to do is defend myself. If there's another thing I know how to do is punch somebody dead in their mouth. And if I catch somebody the right way, not only is you going to sleep or possibly getting your jaw broke, but you can die. That's how real it is when you punch somebody in their face. Although you got gloves on, it don't matter. Because when you get your hand wrapped and you put your hands in those gloves, You are certified as a weapon. Your hands are certified weapons, straight up. So once you step into that ring, it's a war zone. It ain't gonna be no games being played, hopefully. And Jaron Ennis, he knows what's on the line. It's scrap season. Just to take that away from Errol for a second, he wants a shot at the title. The underdog should be feared. Any fighter coming into that ring, and if they look at their opponent like they're lesser talent or whatever, who knows? They could have had the best training camp of their life just to beat you. Forget about all the other fights, past losses or whatever. All that shit don't matter. But when it comes to them fighting you, they put everything in the gym so they can put everything on the line. And they could possibly have the best fight and put on the best performance of their boxing career against you. And if you want to be that guy who slips and doesn't take your opponent seriously, you will be that same guy that get knocked the hell out. So May 14th is going down. The venue has not been disclosed as of yet, but it don't matter. Because guess what? Everybody in the boxing world is going to have their popcorn ready. You got Charlo banging. You got Jaron Ennis banging. It's going to be a great night of boxing. 12 rounds is going down with our body balls. Weak channel, stay with a bodyguard.